Hey everybody, it's me, Jason, and Seamus from Autism Hood TV, and we're back today with story time. So, what's the story time book today, Seamus?
This is called.
This is. We're not gonna read this whole book because this is a big book, but this is Pete the Cat 5-minute bedtime stories. Seamus, it has 12. It has 12 little stories in this book. Seamus picked out one story that he wants to read today. And what was the story? What was the story you wanted to read? Pete's what?
Pete's house.
No, Pete's lost tooth. Pete's lost tooth. So let's see. Pete the Cat and his lost tooth. Pete the Cat and his lost tooth. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Oh no, Pete lost a tooth. What should he do? Pete shows the tooth to his mom. Put the tooth under your pillow, she says. The tooth fairy will come and give you money for it. So he's gonna get money for his tooth. Like when you know how when your tooth come out and we take them and the tooth fairy's supposed to come and give you money for them?
Yeah.
Right, the tooth fairy. Pete thinks under his pillow is a strange place for a tooth, but his mom is usually right, and it would be pretty cool to meet the tooth fairy. Pete puts the tooth under his pillow, then he closes his eyes and pretends to sleep. Suddenly, he hears a jingling noise. Pete opens his eyes. The tooth fairy is at the window. The tooth fairy flies into Pete's room. She looks worried. What's wrong? Pete asks. It's a very busy night, the tooth fairy explains. I don't know where I'm going to collect all the teeth that fell out today. Pete jumps up. I can help, he says. The tooth fairy thinks that is an awesome idea. With a flick of her wand, she gives Pete the magic wings. Now he can fly just like her. Pete has his magic wings. Pretty cool, huh? Let's see. Okay. Pete loves his new wings. He zips around the room and does the loop-de-loops in the air. Groovy, he shouts. Finally, Pete settles down. So he says, what do I have to do? The tooth fairy gives Pete a list of names. You need to visit each one of these cool kids to get their teeth. He has to visit the kids to get their teeth. Callie, Alligator, and Gus.
Ollie.
Yeah, he has to go get their teeth. The tooth fairy gives Pete 2 bags. One is full of teeth, the other one is full of coins. Take the tooth and put it in this bag, she says. Then leave a coin from this bag under the pillow. Pete looks at the bag of teeth. It already looks full. How will I fit any more teeth in here? He asks. The tooth fairy smiles. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Being a tooth fairy comes with a certain kind of magic. Far out, Pete says. He's ready to go. Pete's first stop is Callie's house. He flies through the window and flies straight to her bed. Pete lifts up Callie's pillow, takes her tooth, and leaves a coin. Next up is Alligator's house. Pete finds Alligator's tooth. It's big and sharp. He pulls it from under the pillow and puts a coin in its place. Then Pete sneaks back out the window. Pete smiles to himself. This job is too easy. He's taking their teeth and giving them coins for their teeth. Pete's last stop is Gus. He flies inside and reaches under Gus's pillow. Oh no, there's no tooth. Pete looks next to Gus's drum. He looks in Gus's drawer. He even checks inside Gus's baseball mitt. The tooth is nowhere to be found. Oh my God, what happened to Gus's tooth, man?
Put it up fast.
He looked all over the room and everything. What did Gus do, man? Does Pete panic? Nope. He just looks for the tooth. Just then, Gus wakes up. Gus, Pete cries, I have been looking everywhere for your lost tooth. Where is it? My tooth, Gus asks. Pete nods. Yeah, I'm supposed to get it for the tooth fairy. But Pete, Gus says, platypuses do not have teeth. Gus opens his mouth and shows Pete. See? Platypuses don't have teeth. So now what?
No.
Now what? He don't even have teeth, man. Far out, Pete says. No teeth at all. Gus shrugs. Sorry. It would have been nice to join in the Tooth Fairy fun. Pete smiles. No worry, he says. He takes a coin from his bag and slips it under Gus' pillow anyway. Thank you, says Gus. You're welcome, Pete says. Have a good night. Pete leaves Gus's room and heads home. On his way, he comes across the Tooth Fairy. All done, she asks. Did you have any trouble? Pete shakes his head and holds out 2 bags. Nope, everything went great. That was awesome. Thanks, Pete. The Tooth Fairy says. She takes the bags. I should be getting out to my next house. As Pete makes his way home, he thinks about Gus. Not everyone is the same, but being kind is always cool. That sounds like the perfect title for this song.
Yeah.
Okay? So, that was it. So the moral of that story is, not everybody's the same, but you should treat everybody the same. Because being kind is cool, right?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, being kind is cool. Listen to Pete and the Autism Hood. We're telling you, being kind is good. Everybody's different, but we're all the same. Right?
Pete Sturby.
And that was Pete's story. That was story time. Pete's lost tooth was pretty cool. Pretty good story. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be back another time with a different story. Right?
Right.
Alright, guys.
Peace.
Peace out.